Land first or builder first? What most buyers don't realize is that there isn't just one right way to start when building a new home. I see people approach building a home in two common ways. Some start with the land and others start with the builder. And it sounds simple, but that starting point can shape a lot of what follows, from budget to financing, timeline, even structural and design options. If you're new here, hi, I'm Heather. I'm a realtor in the Nashville and Franklin area, and I specialize in helping families build new construction homes on their own land. And I've seen both examples, whether it's land or builder first, work beautifully. And I've also seen where a little guidance early on could have made the process easier. So today I want to walk through both options, share real examples I see here in Tennessee, and help you think through what makes the most sense for where you are right now. Let's start with buying land first, because this is often the most natural starting point. Many buyers come to me knowing exactly where they want to live. Maybe they want to be in a certain school zone or a certain part of town. They need to be a certain distance from their daily activities. They're often looking for privacy, acreage, or even a view. And when the right lot becomes available, they don't want to miss it. Another big reason people buy land first is financial clarity. A lot of the times they already have the land financing figured out, or they plan to pay the land off before they build. That can make the next step, building the home, feel much more manageable. Even the company I work for has a lot equity program, which can make owning the land first extremely advantageous when it's time to build. And honestly, I love working with buyers who already own their own land. They have one step already done. They have that location locked in, and now we can focus on the next steps, which is the building budget, floor plan, site costs, and which options really matter most. But, and this is important, not all land is created equal, and this is where people can run into trouble if they don't have the right guidance. Here's a real example I see often. Someone buys a piece of land thinking, I want a basement, but the lot is completely flat, or maybe there's a lot of rock, which isn't uncommon here in Tennessee, and suddenly that basement is either not possible or becomes extremely expensive. On the flip side, if you find a piece of land with some natural sloping to it, that's going to be perfect for a walkout basement. Utilities are another big one. If the property already has the utilities at the road, like water, electric, sewer, you're in good shape. However, if the utilities are far away and now you've got to start trenching and running lines, that can add significant cost very quickly. Septic systems are another thing to watch out for. They have a lot of prerequisites before the land can be perked, so this can impact what can be built on the lot, like whether you could build a 5-bedroom home or a 2-bedroom home or potentially no home at all. Buying a piece of land without that can be a risk or have extra costs involved trying to get septic approval, or lead to complete disappointment when you cannot build what you want. These are the kinds of things that a builder or experienced realtor will flag right away, but buyers don't always ask before purchasing the land. So buying land first can be a great move. It just works best when it's done with eyes wide open. Now let's talk about the other approach. Choosing a builder first. A lot of buyers like to go this route because they already have a vision for the home that they want to build. They know the style that they want, the must-have features, layout priorities, and what they're striving to build overall. And starting with a builder helps turn that dream into something tangible. This is where builders are really great and really shine. They help answer tons of questions and they provide guardrails. They answer questions like, what does this home realistically cost? What's included versus an upgrade? What's possible on certain types of land? And once buyers understand the cost of the home itself, it becomes much easier to reverse engineer and figure out the rest of that budget and determine how much land they can comfortably afford. For many people, that clarity brings peace of mind. When you work with a builder, you're typically working with one of their licensed realtors on staff early on. That person will guide you through floor plans, pricing, lot considerations, and feasibility. Once everything is under contract, you'll then be paired with a builder or a project manager who will oversee the construction. This structure works well, especially when paired with a realtor who can assist you and help connect all the dots between land, builder, and budget. Not all builders are the same, and this matters. This is where we really need clarity, especially if you want to build on your own land. There are only a select few builders in our area who will build off-site on privately owned land unless you're working with a true custom builder. So understanding the type of builder matters just as much as the order you choose between land or builder first. There are three main types of builders, and we're going to break it down right now. Starting with production builders, which are very straightforward. They typically offer set floor plans, limited design packages, no customization, yet fast, predictable timelines. These homes are usually built in neighborhoods with smaller lots, and you almost never see off-site builds with production builders. This is very much a this is what you get kind of model, which works great for buyers who want simplicity, lower cost, and speed. Then you have semi-custom builders, and this is where a lot of buyers find the sweet spot. Semi-custom builders will start with floor plans, but they will then allow layout adjustments, structural changes, design personalization, and even some unique custom requests. The biggest advantage here is value. Semi-custom builders often deliver custom level quality at a fraction of the cost because they have national brand relationships, long-term vendor relationships, and they also have this established design centers. Instead of running all over town picking cabinets and tile and flooring and hardware and all the things, or being limited to options 1, 2, or 3, everything is streamlined in one place with lots of options. And then all the customization will happen on the front end. Once the plans are finalized, the home is built on a production style schedule. This will help control cost and timelines. And then we get to true custom builders, which obviously offer the most flexibility, but they also come with higher cost and longer timelines. You're selecting everything individually, floor plans and options and cabinets and countertops and flooring and tile and fixtures and finishes. It's exciting, but it's also time consuming, and changes come up that can slow things down. Most custom builders are going to be smaller companies. They're going to have longer build times. They're going to have fewer vendor efficiencies, and they're going to have a little more variability in their pricing and potentially some hidden costs. So it's a great idea. It just needs to be chosen intentionally. So land first or builder first? Here's the honest answer. Both pathways make sense. It just depends on how you plan and where you are right now. Some buyers want the land first and then price out the home, and others want to know exactly what they're building and how much it's going to cost, and then they can figure out the land from there. The key is not choosing the right order, it's choosing the right order for you and with guidance early on. And when it's handled well, the entire building process feels more confident, more organized, and far less stressful. If this video helped, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It's a free way to support my channel, and I'll be back with more home building tips.